at their own 18. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 25 on 2nd down, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7, DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week. Forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it...
And Darnold, he lost the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing. Prescott. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Elliott. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On first down, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a first down carry by Bell. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick-6. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Prescott to throw it. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold caught here by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
First and 10 at the 37.
On first down, it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. After the sack on first down, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? It had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Watch the pass. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
61, box, right.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Lady, get him.
And they are going for it. Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down throw for Prescott. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Lady. Hey, high 7. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Prescott now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a first and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Prescott now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A dump off to Elliott. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come out here in the eye. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Prescott. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. And the pressure gets to him again. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the twist.
Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Lady. Coming this way. Here we go. Five.
Here's Darnold. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. On first down, it's Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike 55.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. Cooper was the intended target. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. This is Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he finds his man Griffin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Bell running on 1st down as he'll push forward for about 3. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. From the 39, Darnold looking middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out.
And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Prescott. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Now the ball comes loose. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Darnold from the red zone now. And his pass incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. A gain of 2, just like we saw in 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Crowder. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, you. Right there in the middle.
Darnold on 1st down. Flush to his right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, Charlie.
Now it's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Hey, team six.
On first down, Darnold eluding the pressure right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold off the edge. It's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, orbit.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw, Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A first down throw, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. On first down, it's Elliott. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Elliott running right. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.